What if you could leave it all behind? Your home, your job, your routines, and chase the life you've always dreamed of. That's exactly what we're doing.
I'm Michelle, and this is Chris, and that's Mr. Gidget. We traded our 9-to-5 and hometown comforts for a life of adventure and spontaneity. This is not just our journey, it's yours too. Let's explore together. Be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you never miss an episode.
We're back home from the Annapolis Boat Show, and the excitement hasn't worn off.
Naming our boat was a tough decision, but we thought about what inspires us most, and the choice became clear.
Okay, decisions have been made.
We are so excited to tell you we named our boat.
We named it.
Yeah.
Am I going to tell them, or do you want to tell them?
Tell them.
We named the boat.
Gidget.
Okay, you told them. I thought I was going to. The boat is named Gidget. Also, Gidget, we didn't tell you, but we brought you back something from Annapolis, and I don't know if you're going to like it.
Well, we knew it was going to be big.
Oh, he looks really comfortable.
Yeah, but it is on.
Oh, that looks really good. It's a little loose. Yeah, but we'll feed you some more pasta. That's right, Gidget, named after our furry, fuzzy friend and the heart of all our adventures.
It feels like the perfect name for the journey ahead, as Gidget has always been the center of our lives, and now he'll be at the center of our new adventure.
You know, it's amazing how much stuff you can accumulate, even when you think you're living simply.
And now we're trying to fit it all into the fraction of a space. Talk about a challenge. Update for you, we're moving some boxes from our beautiful apartment to the fourplex today.
Michelle has been busy boxing up all of our stuff, and a lot of this is going straight into long-term storage so that we're going to be ready to go when it's time for us to zip off to France to pick up the boat. But every box we pack feels like we're shedding a little bit of the past and making room for what's next.
It's bittersweet leaving this place that's been our home, but it's also exciting to think about the freedom and the adventure ahead. I'm really looking forward to it because it's the last move before we move on to the boat.
You're going to live a unique life. Sometimes you've got to make unique decisions, right? Yep, we're learning to let go of the material things that no longer serve us and focus on what truly matters. Okay. Moving into the fourplex.
And how do you feel about that?
This rental property may not be glamorous, but we've made it work.
It's a little like camping, but with walls. And Michelle's DIY skills make it feel like home.
It's all part of the journey, and we're embracing every stage of this adventure, even the less polished ones.
Adjusting to the space has sure been humbling, but it's also been a great reminder of how little we really need to be happy.
This is our practice run for living minimally on the boat, and honestly, it's teaching us so much about adaptability and gratitude.
So today is my last day in the office, and for the past 15 years, this office has been a huge part of my life. It's been a huge part of my identity. I built this company from the ground up, from nothing, started in my apartment, and this has become more than just a job to me. Being here, working with the people, I've gotten to know them all so well. It's become such a strong part of who I am. And now I'm here, I'm ready to leave and I'm both incredibly grateful and I'm also ready for what comes next. So moving on from something here that's defined me for so long, it's honestly, it's just really surreal. It's a really wild experience. And look, I don't want to sugarcoat this, but like work has been very stressful for me in ways that I didn't always expect, didn't always acknowledge until recently. I've had years of hard work dealing with the pressures of running an accounting and finance firm here, and it's definitely taken a toll on me. I've experienced anxiety. I've had periods of burnout and just this weight of constantly pushing forward and achieving things. And I know that stepping away from all of this, it's not going to be easy, but at the same time, I realize that this change is a chance to redefine who I am outside of all of that stress and outside of all of those pressures. So I'm getting ready to let go of the office and my daily routines, and I'm starting to think about what comes next. And I wonder, who will I be without the constant structure and without the need to be productive every waking moment of the day? So I think traveling the world, it has this magic where you can kind of rediscover yourself, and there's just sort of newness to everything in the world around you. And for the first time, I'm going to have the space to explore who I am outside of deadlines and outside of goals, and just getting to reconnect with creativity and family and hobbies and opportunity to figure out who I am. There's something I've come to realize lately. We're trained to sit at desks and to stay productive and contribute to the machine of society. And don't get me wrong, there's value in all of that. But what if there's something that we're missing, like a side of life and ourselves that doesn't fit within those boundaries? Sometimes I wonder if so much of what we do is just a construct, that there's rules and systems and regulations and societal expectations that are created, and they don't always serve us. And listen, I don't want to throw everything out the window, because there's value in structure and there's value in hard work and everything that's brought me here to where I am now. But I think that I'm at a place where I can ask, what else is there and what's beyond this? The journey of traveling and living on a boat, it isn't just about seeing the world. It's about letting go of things that don't serve us and opening ourselves up to new ideas, and for us, maybe inspiring other people to do the same. I hope that by sharing our experiences, others out there will find parts of our journey that they connect with. And maybe you're wondering what else life has to offer you, or maybe you're ready for a change too. I'm going to be sharing some of our ideas and insights that we've had that helped us make the step and make the changes. Maybe some of those will resonate with you. So to friends, family, and anyone else that's joining us, I hope that this explains a little bit about why we're doing this and what's motivating us right now. And if you're dialing in with us here on our channel, if there's something you're interested in, something specific, let us know in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts, your ideas, your questions, and of course, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications, because it'd be great if you could follow along on this adventure with us.
The farewell party was bittersweet, but the support from everyone made it so special.
Leaving behind something you've built from the ground up sure isn't easy, but it's also freeing to think about new possibilities.
What's the one thing you'd do if you had the chance to start over? Let us know in the comments. With work behind us, we focused on what matters most, spending time with the people we love.
Gidget even got his first taste of the water. He's officially in training for his sailing debut.
These moments are a reminder of why we're doing this. Life is about connections, not just accomplishments.
And seeing Gidget's excitement on the water made us even more confident that he's ready for this adventure too.
We have moved out of the fourplex.
We are no longer living in the world's crappiest, basement 1950s, and everything is in the car.
Yeah, we literally have our life in the car.
Yep.
Ready to go to our next adventure, which is visiting our parents and our good friends.
We want to wish you the best, Chris and Michelle. We always wish that your kids do better than you, but you guys have just taken it
To the next level.
way to the next level. We're going to miss you, but we're going to come see you real soon, maybe sooner than you want us to. I'm sure you will have many, many adventures, and we're going to follow along every day. I'm going to see where your boat is. If it's in a dangerous part of the world, you will hear from me.
Congratulations on realizing this dream that you and Michelle have had for a long time. And like Anna says, we wish you well. We know you'll have an amazing life's adventure, and we're looking forward to participating with you as soon as we can. So good luck, and we will see you very soon.
We love you.
Love you.
So we've been spending our last couple days here in town, just saying goodbye to some friends and family. And we actually just left my parents' house. I said goodbye to my parents. I'm not gonna see them again for a while. It's kind of an emotional.
Very emotional.
Yeah, kind of sad. I'm kind of sad. I'm gonna miss my family.
But we had a great week with them and a great night last night with the whole family.
That's right.
And we're looking forward to having them come and visit us. So
And our friends, what we're doing now, our friends, Laura and Phil, they've just, in the last couple days, taken over ownership of, I think it's Alberta's oldest winery.
that's correct. Yeah.
It's a fruit winery.
Yep.
And it's a gorgeous property. So we're gonna go spend some time with Laura and Phil, and we're gonna go check out their new fruit vineyard.
Our friends at Fieldstone Winery took a leap of faith, just like we're doing, and it's inspiring to see their passion.
It's a great property, 76 acres.
We have raspberries, strawberries, Saskatoon berries, wild choke cherries, and a lot of room to put in more stuff as we grow.
Their wines are incredible, and if you're ever in Alberta, you've got to check this place out. Finally get them right. Okay, here we go.
Supporting each other is what it's all about. We're all chasing our own dreams in our own way.
Gidget, come here. Come here. So it's over by 8.6 pounds. Hey Gidget, I'm gonna leave behind 2 pairs of underwear and 1 pair of sweatpants. Michelle, I found this extra dryer sheet. I'm gonna remove it.
We just want to wish Chris and Michelle all the best in their new adventure as they
You're doing good.
And the tears started. I'll be back.
Are you going to France today?
We just want to wish Chris and Michelle a great adventure as they leave tonight for Paris. We'll miss them and we love them.
Our friends and family sent us off with so much love and laughter.
And some tears. It's not easy saying goodbye, but their encouragement means the world to us.
And hearing our parents' heartfelt wishes really brought everything into perspective. Yeah.
It's moments like these that remind us how lucky we are to have such a strong support system cheering us on. As we pack our bags one last time, it hit us. We're officially homeless and unemployed.
But happier than ever. Next stop, France.
And Mr. Gidget is about to have the adventure of a lifetime in Paris.
Don't miss episode 7. Subscribe and turn on those notifications so you can join us.